Evening. Trustee Perry, would you give the invocation, please?
Thank you. Lord, I thank you for these board members that are willing to give up their time for the business of this college. I ask for your blessings on the students and their families, and that we do this business so that we can make sure that we provide educational opportunities for the students. And I thank you so much for those that are involved in working here to better the lives of the individuals and the students involved. And just forgive us of our sins. In Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you. Do we have anyone sign up to speak? All right, moving on. Dr. Morrison.
All right, I have one actually update just off the presses. Just received update just about an hour ago from our beef show team. They competed at the Tulsa Fair, and we stole the show. Group class junior first place, breeder herd first place, group of five head first place. We had the reserve junior champion female, and we also had the reserve junior champion bull, reserve senior champion bull, and we had several first place finishes among our team. I'm gonna give a shout out to a fourth place finish because the cow is named after Brennan, Brennan. So the cow's a little fidgety right now, so kind of fits. But I mean, matter of fact, we're lighting the tower tonight red in honor of the beef show team and their success. First place senior champion female, like I said, the reserve champions. First place spring heifer calves, and first place, I said reserve junior champion. I mean, they cleaned house at the Tulsa Fair. So big shout out. Sometimes we forget to shout out about the show team, and Mark has done a tremendous job with that group of student athletes because they do fall in our athletic department.
And you have a lot of them. Didn't they increase their scholarships this year?
Yes, we increased their scholarships, got some extra students in it. And just talking to Eddie before the meeting, Mark is really excited about this group because a week earlier, we had a grand champion at the Texas Four-State Fair in Texarkana. We had a grand champion in several first place.
Right. So
So he's been showing out. Rodeo started its season over the weekend, and we had a very successful weekend. Nick Harden was fourth in the long go, first in short go, ended up second in average. Holly Wilson, barrel racer, was seventh in long go, seventh in short go, finished eighth in average. Our breakaway, Addison Henderson, finished second in the short go and in average. And Rhett Newsom, team roping, Hiller, sixth in long go, fourth in short go. And Tyron Hill finished the fifth, sixth in long go and tie down roping. So first event of the season, we had people in the short go, so very successful weekend for our rodeo team. And another program that we've invested in over the last couple of years in scholarships, increased the numbers. And we have kids from all over Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, as part of that program. I want to talk about a couple of events, and then really the star of the show tonight is Miss Tammy in her report. So we're gonna build that in suspense up to that. But this weekend, Spencer, Dr. Wagley, myself, Nicole Duncan, and Valerie Holmes from Palestine went to the Rock Bottom Ranch event Friday night. And Rock Bottom Ranch is a transition place for people transitioning sometimes in lieu of prison as a recovery center. And I was unaware of this, Dr. Wagner was unaware of how many students that have participated in this program that have graduated or taking classes from Trinity Valley. And like I said, I was completely not aware of that many students. We've had a 2022 graduate, 2024 graduate. We have 3 students set to graduate this December, and they are all participants at the Rock Bottom Ranch, getting their life in the right direction. And last week, when I did the card cast from Palestine, did not know it at the time, but one of the students that was on the show, who's in our cosmetology program, is finishing up and is a graduate for the Rock Bottom Ranch. So it shows you kind of how a partnership between this organization that's really focused on faith-based program and helping young women change their lives and get off dependency, and the role that Trinity Valley plays in it and helping them pursue an education. So it was really, really neat.
How do they get into the program?
They have to apply. A young lady she was graduating that night, gave her testimony, and she applied a number of times to be accepted by the program while she was sitting in prison. And then once accepted, they work out whatever they had to work out, and they released her over to that side. So it was really neat event, and it shows the value of faith-based treatment, also the role of education and helping these young ladies change their lives.
Is it the only girls there?
It's female on it.
It is like a halfway house
Mhm.
setup.
So
Our practice at Milestone supports them. They've been in existence for several years, and it's a great organization. They have results, what they do. Really good.
I wasn't familiar with them, and Nicole asked us Dr. Wagley and I to attend, and we said, we'll be there. And it was a neat event. The main thing is just seeing people making the commitment, and because addiction is a hard thing to overcome, and they got over that hump, and now they have an education and degree to help them stay on the right path. So that was pretty neat. Another one I wanted to talk about, because did not expect to receive this, but I received a letter from a student. It was a student that Tammy was involved with, Jason Smith. A student had too much of a bill, couldn't pay their bill. They were in our EMT program, and the student made their way to my office, and obviously the president's office. We have some scholarship money available for, at my discretion. We were able to award this student a scholarship so they could stay in school. And so the student sent a message. It said, President Morrison, foundationally to the Christian faith is the doctrine that every human being is created by God's image. To look upon another person is, in the same sense, to see his glory and majesty shine forth. And it is often through the actions of one person towards another that God's love and grace are made visible. A few weeks ago, I learned that in order to continue my education as a paramedic at TVCC, I would need to pay the school $2,500. While that amount may seem modest to some, for my family and me, it represented at this current juncture insurmountable financial obstacle, one that would have brought my training to an abrupt end. Yet through your kindness and extending the scholarship to me, to the door to a career in paramedic has remained open, and I am able to continue pursuing my calling to become a paramedic. I mean this sincerely. Your generosity has been an answer to a prayer. I want you to know how deeply my wife and I appreciate not only the scholarship itself, but also the way in which your kindness reflects the tangible love of God for his children. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he make his face shine upon you. I mean, when you can impact someone's life like that, folks, that's why we do what we do, is to see those students benefit. Now, I would like to turn over Tammy with some excellent news.
Excellent. Good evening, board. Last week, providing your packet, I had the academic year over year total for 2024-25. We ended the year with a head count of 8,016 students. That's up 3.23% over academic year 23-24. FTE wise, we were up 7.86%. That is the first time since fall the 1920 school year that we've been up over 8,000 head counts. We're pretty excited about that. For fall of 25, what I provided in your packet last week, we've actually gone up some more since we still have registration going on for the fall semester until mid-October. So right now, fall head count, we are sitting at 6,895. And that is a 10.28% increase over fall of 24. FTE, we are sitting at 4984, and that is up 7.35% over fall of 24. those are still preliminary numbers since we do have registration. Our 8-week 2 semester starts October the 17th. So the week after that will be census, and at that point we'll have our final fall numbers. This really goes to show what a great job our recruiting, our admissions, our student records, our financial aid offices, our cashiers, our instructors, everyone at the college, what work we're doing, what a positive environment our students have here. And we are extremely excited to see our enrollment numbers continue to grow year over year. We had a big graduation in May. It's always like, okay, how do we make up for that number of students walking across the stage? And we've been able to pass those numbers that we had that graduated, and it just goes to show the great people that we have here working, who are willing to do everything that they can to get students into the classes and registered, and then, semester, 2 semesters, 2 years later, walk across the stage.
I think the big highlight to look at this is we surpassed the pre-COVID, or surpassed the pre-COVID era. I think that's monumental when you think about the things that have gone on since that time period to truly kind of get rebound. And it's pretty exciting because Tammy, Courtney, Brianna, the whole team in the enrollment division and advising and financial aid have worked tirelessly to get these students through. And we got a couple more weeks that we'll add a few more handfuls of students in. But I'm just super excited to, to say that we're ahead of pre-COVID. That's a good place for the institution. Good job, guys.
President?
Yep.
Forgot what your great title is, Chairman of the Board. I would like to have a copy of this slide. I've looked fiercely for it, but I don't seem to have it. And it's something that very important. I'd love to see Trinity Valley grow and maybe more of it.
I sent it just now.
Okay, thank you.
I guess I forgot to put it in packets.
Okay, I didn't have it. Thank you.
And when you say FTE, that's full-time equivalent student or an employee?
That is full-time equivalent students. So that's our number of
I
semesters.
hear FTE is employee.
Yes.
That's a negative thing.
You remember, I think last year we started talking about we were going to be reporting more in FTE, because that way if a student shared across campuses
Right.
or in online, it would truly reflect, because there might have been a time that student might have got counted a couple of times.
Right.
And of course, I always say head counts for show and FTEs for the dough, because that is your enrollment. I mean, you can actually be down slightly, but up in credit production, and that shows more students are taking more classes, which means they're moving towards graduation at a quicker rate. But look, we're very fortunate. We're up in all categories. So.
Thank you, Danny. Next item of business is consider the minutes of the August 25th, 2025 board meeting. You all have in your packet those minutes. Any discussion? Here a motion? Any motions?
I'll make a motion to accept them.
Betty made it, second by Dr. Easton. Have a motion made and seconded. All in favor? Aye. All opposed, like sign. Motion carries. Next item of business is discuss July financial statements. Mr. Hopkins.
Yes, sir. Good evening, board. Got the final July and the preliminary August. I guess to follow up what I said last month, we're doing very, very well. Our tuition fees, for example, is $1 million ahead of budget, 1.1 ahead of last year. Most of our revenue that we budgeted are exceeding those. As we talked about before, state appropriations, they gave us an extra $2 million above what we had budgeted. The August number that you see includes property tax revenue that we accrued at the end of August. even that was above budget, slightly. Now, some of that will turn to cash over the next year, for delinquent taxes. But the big Christmas miracle is that we did have fast numbers. And we finished the year with $1,245,000. Now, that's not cash because they haven't paid us yet, but we've accrued that revenue. Maybe somebody at the coordinating board is listening, but, budget was $1,041,000. So even that number, exceeded our budget. So overall revenue, we're $4 million, ahead of our budget, most of that being tuition fees and state appropriation, some property tax. We are $4 million under on expenses. Not surprising because, we have the budget for employment and so forth. But as a preliminary, these are preliminary numbers because we're taking expenses through, tomorrow, trying to get those reported in the proper fiscal year. We're at 12.5 million excess. Now with that caveat, I will say that we've already transferred 3.9 to cap reserve. So it won't be another 12 million going to cap reserve. It'll be operating reserve or operating excess above that when we finish. The next slide, you might have any questions about that before Fine. We could drop down more into investments. Still above 30 million. I will tell you, we got a little lucky. This last CD that came due September 8th, I think that we were able to get 4.1% days before the Federal Reserve took action. So got a little lucky there. Most of our stuff is still going to be above 4%. I don't think that will be true when the next one comes due. The next page, Jennifer has given y'all, there's a lot of cap reserve activity. Giving y'all the activity. We haven't made the July transfer. Obviously, it's made in August, but we had 532,000 we need to reimburse general fund for. Still hovering at that 30 million mark. That's going to go up in August. And the last page, as we always do, the items over 25,000. Again, a lot of that activity is related to some of the cap work that is going on. So I think y'all heard me say it before. I mean, this best financial statements I've seen since I've been here. And I feel certain the auditors will agree. So, and on that note, we will be closing the books after tomorrow, making the year-end entries. Audit field work is scheduled for November, and to have the audit to you in January. So that's all I have.
Anyone have any comments or hear a motion to approve the financial statement?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion carries. Next item is item number 6. Discuss Title IX report required under Texas Education Code 51.253.
This is just an informational piece in your board packet that we have to do every year under compliance for Texas. Just let the board know that what we reported as far as any Title IX issues, we had no reports. So just informational purposes only.
All right. Item number 7, discuss Kaufman Central Appraisal District Board of Directors vote. Y'all have in your packet a letter from the Kaufman Appraisal District regarding electing or re-electing the members that they proposed. In the past,
We just take.
we just take no action. So do we have any comment on that? Do we have a motion to take no action? Consider and discuss public information on business days as presented.
Every year we have to select 10 days or designate 10 days that constitute non-business days or as public information requests. Our marketing public information office has submitted those days. We do have a correction It's the 21st, December 21st and not December 19th. Just need board approval.
I recommend approval of proposed public information non-business days for 2026.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
That date again, the correction.
It's not the night, it's the 21st rather than December 19th.
I corrected this version and there's also a corrected version on your desk, but what you got in your packet was wrong.
Okay, so what I'm seeing right now is
It's
correct.
correct, yes.
Okay.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion carries. Number 9, consider and discuss board training requirement compliance.
Everybody's in compliance.
Gone through the list, it gives you a list of anything you need, and we are up to speed on all categories. All right, very good. Next item of business, discuss Van Zandt County Central Appraisal District Board of Directors vote. You have it before you. And if we don't take action, I think today's the day that it comes effective anyway. So we're kind of late to the party
We just
anyway.
got it a week ago.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah, we just received it last week.
okay. Item number 11, consider and discuss review of the mission statement.
For compliance with our SAC COC, we're asking the board just, last board meeting, we went over our strategic plan. We talked at the time that we would not be changing the mission statement as we feel it's still appropriate. But as far as our SAC COC accreditation visit and purposes, we just need a board to kind of reaffirm our mission statement. Is there anything else to add, Spencer?
Any comments or questions? Is there a motion to Trustee Day approve? Dr. Kern seconded. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, like sign. Motion carries. Item number 12. Consider and discuss approval of the softball field engineering proposal.
In your packet, you had the softball engineering proposal. This is the outside engineer that is focusing on the external of the ball field. You've already approved the ball field construction, which has its own engineer. This is to address fire lanes, parking, and those things sent around that. We just need a board's approval of that contract.
And drainage.
This is the,
And, well, yes,
this is
drainage.
drainage and parking lot.
Yeah, drainage, parking lot, fire lane, yes.
The scope of works attached.
You want to have any comments over this item or?
Martin, do you feel good about this proposal from Corey?
We hope he's on. I mean, this is his estimate, basically his cost. The item after the next one is when we go out for bid for the work.
Okay.
So this is just his engineering cost. And included in this will be a 10% contingency as we've done with all items.
This is for the civil work.
Yes.
Okay.
Any other questions, comments? Hearing none, do we hear a motion?
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion made, motion seconded. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, like sign. Motion carries. Consider, discuss R&P Hunt Brothers contract.
This is the contract proposal for the landscaping around the field. As promised to the neighbors as part of the efforts to reduce the sound, we're building some grass burns and landscaping area. This is the Hunt Brothers proposal. We're just asking the board to approve. Also, really includes a 10% contingency.
You might notice there's quite a few, there's also a lot of trees and vegetation that's included here, and it's going to be irrigated as well.
Fully irrigated.
If fully irrigated, it's going to look like the front of the campus. And it's also, they're going to irrigate, if you drive by the fitness workout center over there now, it looks like something in the middle of the Sahara Desert. And it's all burned up, and it's going to have the same look as our campus does in front, the water and landscape. We hear a motion on this item.
Motion to approve the scope of work for the softball.
I'll second that.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion carried.
Before we move on, I'm sorry, I didn't hear if you asked for, any comments prior to that, but I wanted to just make certain that we're meeting their criteria. Is everything on here pretty much what their, I don't want to call it demands, but what they felt was so important to them?
We've done all that we can by adding grass berms, vegetation, trees. I mean,
I mean,
So they'll be able to take their naps in the afternoon, if you don't.
well, actually, we have more dirt because of what as I understand it, Marcus, but we have more dirt than what we originally thought because they're having to take it out from the field. And these berms will be roughly 10 foot tall, and they'll be able to be met. They're just being designed where you can maintain them. You know, if you build a berm and you get it's too steep, you can't mow it, or it requires more man hours to weed eat. And so, I think it's gonna be everything it exceeds the city's requirements in the college.
Yeah.
So. We take a vote on that?
yes.
Okay.
We didn't get the vote, did we?
No.
Okay, we did. Okay.
And now the next item.
Well, we did.
We did, yes. Okay, the next item is consider and discuss softball field exterior proposal and award contract approval privileges to the president.
Because of timing on this project, we're asking the board to grant the president approval to enter into once the bids have been opened. I have presented you tonight with some early estimates from the engineer. We're just asking the board to grant me the power to, because we're dealing on a time crunch as the scope of work. Once Hellas gets to a certain part, and unless we've redone part of the entryway, they're going to stop us because there won't be access by our vehicle. And so we're trying to time it all right where we don't have to have any stoppage. So I just asking for the board for the approval of privilege to open bids and enter into a contract once that day arrives.
And we have done this in a couple other instances recently, where we've given Dr. Morrison the right to approve, but if it exceeds 10%, then it will have to come back to the board for approval.
And we'll report to you once at the next board meeting, once we've opened the bids of what the numbers came in.
Any other discussion or comments? Hearing none, do we hear a motion on this matter?
So we.
Dr. Curry, seconded by Dr. Eason. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, like sign, motion carries. Item 15, consider and discuss personnel.
Before you board, you have resignation, termination, non-renewals, new hires, and reclassification adjustment promotion. Just need board approval.
Do we hear a motion on this item? Dr. Reisinger made the motion, seconded by Mr. Day. Have a motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion carried. Dr. Charlie.
Motion to adjourn.
Seconded by Dr. Eason. All in favor, say aye. Motion carries. Thank you all. Thank you.